Hello, fellow compatriots! Today we are going to be taking a look at Bionicle Gen 2 bohrok. My own interpretation if Bionicle Gen 2 ever made the bohrok. This is not Gen 3 like the Roxy and stuff like that. This is more like Gen 2 kind of style. And it captures the original function of the bohrok. You're probably wondering which one, because bohrok, let's face it, they can shoot out cranial, or heads can go back and forth, going beware the roly-polies as they roll around. So what function that I did, you may be wondering? Well, I will tell you right now that I made it be able to do chicken neck action and shoot its little pea brain out of its head and latching up and doing the creepy crawlies. So without further ado, let's get straight to the meat and greeting, my fellow compatriots, to the review. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you all Kohrak. Now this figure is kind of differing from the original bohrok design, being very chubby and stuff like that. I mean, this guy still has chunk to him. I gave him plenty of chunk, as you can see. Maybe not so much in the legs, but definitely prominent in the upper body design, as you can see here. You know, it's very big, very chunky. Here's a side view. You got like spines going on here. You got some ruffles of like synthetic fur. Tubing to power his saws, and they do have there's roughly about 2 kinds of functions in this figure. But as you can see here, there's dark blue. As you can see, a little bit dark blue here, kind of matches with the skull spider. There is some more dark blue embedded in the side of his torso. The feet, very simple, got the 2-toe kind of like design. Now the face, I couldn't do like, now the idea was, you know, it's different from your standard bohrok because this is like Gen 2, so remember in Journey to 1, if you guys remember with the Skull Warriors being possessed by the Skull Spiders and they apparently increased strength. Well, I wanted to incorporate Skull Spiders into this build. So the bohrok are actually like animals, like cyborg animals, and they get stronger when combined with the Skull Spiders. But these things can shoot out of the head. They shoot out of the head, and the eyes move down. You're probably wondering, do you move the eyes down just so that it can shoot? No. There's actually a lever in the back. And you're probably wondering, where is the lever? It's actually right over here. But let's go ahead and do that for later. Let's focus on the posability. So feet can tilt this much. They can go only about this much the other way. Sadly, because of the black piece hindering against this. Tilt, however, it got plenty of tilt forwards. A bit of tilt backwards. I would say like roughly about, maybe, I would say like 60 degrees. I would say 60. Full range in the knees, like forward movement, you got your backward movement. I mean, this creature can do the full splits like a boss if he wants to join into the Olympics or something. Shoulders, they move, his fur can pop off. They move forward this much. You can do like full 360, but I mean the tubes and the shell plating kind of hinders it because how bulky it is. Can move back about that far before it starts bumping into things. The elbow, it can bend 90 degrees. And the hands, full 360, except the tube can hinder at times. This can spin. I might as well show the function. You just go ahead and grab the gear in the bottom and just spin away to your heart's content. You know, nothing too fancy, kind of like a Kimu just style, just a regular spinny thingamabobber. Now, these things, they move. There's a ball joint right over here, so these can move forward and back, except there's not so much forward movement because of these bump into the actual shoulders. It can go out to the side, roughly about that much. Can bend back, bend forward, and there we go. Now that we got that all covered and out of the way, oh, and of course the skull spider's legs, which are now like part of the mouth, can move, as you expect. Very, very disturbing looking and creepy. So let's go straight into the functions. Now, the first function I already showed you is the spinning of the blades. Now, the next function, which you guys are going to be interested in, is this shooting. It actually shoots out. So, without further ado, let's go straight to the battleground. Alright, so we got Ikimu in the distance. Now, how to shoot this thing, and I'm going to show you how to shoot it first, is I suggest make the legs perfectly straight. It helps with making the skull spider land on its feet when firing. Yes, the skull spider will actually land on its feet with this function. Only thing you have to do is push this forward, and it does this. It shoots, and it shot over there. But let me go ahead and do another section. Okay, here he is. We got a side view going on. Adjust the tusk, and then you. Alright, so basically, you know, adjust it, and you push it forwards, and it should fire. Hold on. There we go. And it should fire. Shoots pretty well, as you can see. Quite the distance. Of course, you're probably wondering, like, what does it do? So, let me do a close-up view and do it slow. So, as you can see, the eyes lift up, and where the bumper behind the mask raises up when the eyes raise up. Just kind of nostalgic how the eyes raise. Oh, I forgot to mention that there is actually a hinge back here, so you do actually can get some head movement. It's not permanently stiff. It actually can move the head, kind of. But due to this cumbersome function, it's kind of hard to do posability with. Trust me, I tried multiple times. But yeah, it lands on its feet, so let's go ahead and do that again and see how far it can actually go. Alright. Yeah, everything's good, everything's secure, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty stable and secure. Let's go ahead and fire it again, shall we? And it lands on its back. Okay. Now this figure is pretty unique, if I do say so myself. But of course, you're probably wondering how big this guy is. So here he is, right next to Toamata Pohatu. Let's get them in shot. very small figure. I would say, you know, he's a decent sized figure. Of course, let's do another set that was recent. Not really. Last year, kind of recent. But Uniter Tahu. You get an idea because Gen 2. So, Uniter Tahu. And of course, because I know you all are curious, here he is, right next to my Kohrak. And now here he is, right next to my bohrok. Because you probably guys go like, they belong together, don't they? Yes. Yes, they do, very much so. Anyways, that will be about it for this video. So, take it away, myself. Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video. Just to let you know, I now have Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook, along with the TTV message boards where I post some mocks and creations that I make and cool dynamic poses. On TTV message boards specifically, I do theories and stuff like that. And also I post, in my opinion, one of my most favorite mocks on the TTV message boards. So, like, and I usually post on Instagram the most often, so be sure to check that place out. Links will be in the description below, of course, and like always, if you want to see great content like this to keep on going, then be sure to go down to the description and go to my Patreon. And the only thing you have to do is donate $1, and every donation you make means the more frequent the videos will be. Instead of like videos just like once a week or maybe twice a week in some cases, they will be up every single day. The more donations I make, the more videos I make. So if you make a lot of donations, guys, I will be able to make probably a video every single day because I have the parts for it. Yes, that's right. So, because I have a lot of things planned. More ideas than you can ever believe. So, without further ado, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys!